Okay, you get two assignments today, and you're actually going to do some problems on your own on them. Now, this one part here is pretty easy. Now, this sets you up to understand the next one, though, so you need to do it. Now, when I'm going to go through these four, and you have four on the back to do. When you think you get it, you can go work ahead. I'm not going to care if you get. Now, in all these, we're multiplying two binomials, so this x would have a 1 in front of it, and so would that one. You notice how in all these, it looks like we're multiplying the same thing, except we have a plus and a minus. Well, then the same thing's going to happen, okay, every time. So first I take the 1 and distribute it, because multiplication needs rainbows, the multiplication operation. So I take 1x times 1x and 1x to negative 5. So I have 1x, the rainbows spring out from the 1x. And we're going to multiply by 1x and then by negative 5. Okay, then I can forget about that. And then the positive 5 distributed to both those same two terms. So 5 times, and then again that's 1x and negative 5. Now remember, the idea when we're multiplying is that the x's now need to have exponents. So they don't have any, so 1, 1, 1, nothing, nothing, 1, and then nothing, nothing. Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1. Then on x, we add the 1s. 1 plus 1, and that's 2. So that product's 1x to the second. Okay, now 1 times negative 5, that'd be negative 5. And then on x, we're just going to have the 1 right there. Now 5 times 1 is 5. Then on x, we're just going to have the 1 right there. Okay, then I multiply 5 by negative 5, that's negative 25. Positive times a negative is negative. And then I have my products, and I don't have to worry about x's on that last one. Okay, then I go blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. So for x to the second, we have 1. And then x means x to the first power, okay? And we have these two right here, okay? Those get added together because they both have the same power. So negative 5 plus 5 is 0. So since I got 0, I'm able to delete this space from my product and the plus sign. Okay, and then we just got negative 25. Okay, so 1x to the second plus negative 25 is a product. And that's going to happen pretty much on all these, okay? Because whenever I multiply two binomials, but one has a plus, one has a minus, these are going to add up to 0, okay? And you'll see more of that here as I go along. Okay, so 6 to 6, 6x, sorry. And then 6x to negative 5. Okay, so I go 6x and negative 5. Okay, and then I'm done with that 6x, and 5 to 6x, and 5 to negative 5. So now it's the 5 as my multiplying number. And I'm going to multiply by the same two factors, 6x, negative 5. Okay, so 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1, and then nothing. So 6 times 6 is 36. And then for x, we got 1 plus 1, which is 2, 36x to the second power. 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. Then on x, we just got the 1. 5 times 6 is positive 30. And on x, we just got the 1. And 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Okay, so I list out my terms. So for x to the second, I've got 36. For x to the first, I've got these two, negative 30 plus 30. That's going to be 0, though. When I add opposites, 0. So again, we can delete the x term from that, and I'll just have the x to the second and the constant, negative 25. So I have 36x to the second plus negative 25. That's pretty easy. All right, next problem. you're like, well, we've already done this. I know we have, but it sets you up for the next assignment, okay? So 3x times and 3x times, and I'll be multiplying by 3x and by -7. Okay, now I go to the +7. Then 3x and -7 again. Okay, so 1, 1, 1 and nothing, nothing and 1, and then nothing at all. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 times -7 is -21, and then x to the power of 1. 7 times 3 is 21, x to the power of 1. 7 times -7 is -49. Okay, so we have x to the power of 2. Okay, so we have 9. Okay, and then x, we're looking at these. Again, I have a -21 and a +21. Well, I should know by now that those add to 0. Okay, so then this term can be deleted. Okay, and then -49. 9x to the second plus -49. Now, on the next assignment, you're going to have to go from here back to here. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to do, again, those x's would have 1 coefficients if you don't have a coefficient, so then that allows you to see easily what you're distributing, okay? So I take 1x times 1x and 1x times 8. Okay, now I repeat the process with the -8 right here, okay? So -8 times, -8 times. And then 1x and 8. 1, 1, 1, nothing, nothing, and 1, and then nothing at all. Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1. Then x, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 times 8 is 8, x to the 1. -8 times 1 is -8, and that's x to the 1. And -8 times -8 is -64. Okay, and again, the same thing happens. So for x to the second, I have 1. For x to the first, you've got 8 plus -8, and that's 0. So we can go ahead and cross out, delete that, okay? And then -64.